Coming up on CBS 5 News this morning, hear from one of the Thunderbird pilots as they get ready to take to the Cheyenne skies for the first time since 2012. Plus, the legend of Steamboat, the horse lives on, but the mystery remains. Where was the famed bucking horse buried? Hear from experts as your local news starts right now.
From the capital of Wyoming, this is News Channel 5, News This Morning.
Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd. I'm Anthony Keith.
And I'm meteorologist Samantha Thomas. Thanks for waking up with us today.
And if you can't tell, we're not in studio. We are down at the depot for the second pancake breakfast of the week. It's starting at 7 a.m., of course. And right now, a few people coming in. There's a bit of a line going on. Nothing too exciting, but it is Wednesday. And Wednesdays mean what, Sam?
It is Riddle Wednesday.
Riddle Wednesday.
Yes.
Even though we're live, I'm still going to share with you today's riddle. So this one I've shared before. I really like it, though, and it's perfect for Cheyenne Frontier Days. How could a cowboy ride into town on Friday, stay 2 days, then ride out on Friday? Of course, I'll ask one more time before the end of the show, then have the answer close to 7 o'clock. And I know that Sam already got this one.
Yes, I was excited. I figured that one out right away. So it's not too often I get them that quickly. So
it is a classic one. I will say that. But it being CFD and all, got to share with the events that are going on. Obviously, what do we got going on right now?
Pancake breakfast right now. So you want to get down here pretty quickly.
That's right. It officially starts at 7. They usually start serving about 15 minutes ahead of time. At 9:30, we got the Air Force Thunderbirds taking off. That one, though, you want to get there early, 9 o'clock if you're heading up LCCC because it gets packed. 12:15, the PRCA rodeo, of course. Then at 8 tonight, your nighttime entertainment. Sam, you want to hit this one up. You know the name of the band, right?
Florida Georgia Line. Yes, I'm excited for that. Looking forward to that one all week.
That's right, with special guest Colt Ford. So there's your calendar of events. But weather-wise, this is the first time all week looking up. I'm seeing gray skies, Sam.
Yeah, it is a little bit cloudy out here this morning, but these clouds are going to clear up pretty quickly for us. So by the time you're done with your breakfast, you should be seeing some sunshine out there, and then we'll see another chance for some clouds in the afternoon with a chance for some storms. But, I mean, overall, we really can't complain about the weather today. Even with that chance for storms, it shouldn't affect any of the events. Now we take a look at our temperatures right now. We are seeing temperatures on the warmer side this morning. Again, we're going to continue to see temperatures in the 60s, about 63 degrees right now here in Cheyenne, 57 in Laramie, about 68 in Scottsbluff, 64 in Fort Collins. We take a look at our satellite and radar. We can see, again, few high clouds across the area. Not too much to worry about, though. Those skies are going to clear up pretty quickly for us as we head through the rest of our morning hours, and then it won't be until afternoon that we'll start to see that chance for some storms potentially move into the Cheyenne area for us here. So we take a look at our forecast as you're heading through the day. Again, we'll see skies clear up for the morning hours, temperatures in the 60s, about 7 a.m. By the noon hour, starting to see some increasing clouds, temperatures in the mid-80s, and then for this evening, we'll see that chance for a few storms across the area, temperatures about 87 degrees right then, and if we do have that storms move through, it could cool us off a little bit quicker than that. But taking a look at our headlines, again, sunshine for the morning, a little bit heavier cloud cover right now, but skies are going to clear up nicely for us. That chance for some strong thunderstorms possible this afternoon. Could see some large hail and gusty winds, but things look to clear up in time for the concert. And then for Thursday, we'll start off with sunny skies once again with a chance for a few isolated showers and storms.
Thank you, Sam, and hopefully they do clear up. Now 6:03 onto our news this morning. Some breaking news. Denver Broncos owner Pat Bowlen is resigning control of the team, acknowledging that he is suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Some tough news to share. Team president Joe Ellis will assume control of the Broncos. The Broncos have made 16 playoff appearances and won 2 Super Bowls under Bowlen's ownership. As for our local headlines, Ron Zimmerman made his first court appearance Tuesday in Laramie County. He's the 61-year-old Wyoming man that officers arrested in connection with the shooting death of his wife, Teresa. He was charged with second-degree murder. The shooting happened Sunday night in the small town of Burns, just east of Cheyenne. According to the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, the shooting began during an argument. They believe alcohol may have been contributing to the shooting. Zimmerman is being held on a $100,000 bond. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for next Thursday, July 31st. Also going on, the state will be providing special training this fall to help local school districts prevent the type of school shootings that have happened in other states across our country. The training includes how to handle in-school shootings and how to identify a person who might be a danger to the school and the students. And the Wyoming State Bar has suspended 3 attorneys from practicing law. The bar says Melinda Godwin of Cheyenne, Lawrence Hartnett of Jackson, and Douglas Gardner of Henderson, Nevada, failed to comply with Rule 4 of the Wyoming Supreme Court for continuing legal education. Rule 4 requires each active attorney to complete a minimum of 15 hours of continuing legal education including legal ethics, every year. Well, good news for workers in the Cowboy State. The unemployment rate stood at 4% in June. That's down from 4.6% same month last year. Now, over the last year, 17 Wyoming counties have seen decreases in their unemployment rates. 3 counties saw increases and 3 were unchanged. The state's unemployment rate is significantly lower than the current national unemployment rate of 6.1%. With so many people coming here for Cheyenne Frontier Days, security is a priority. In fact, security team at CFD has more than 100 members on it. Catherine Spencer has this next report on what they're doing to keep us safe.
Keeping people safe while having a good time is the key that the security committee strives for every day at CFD.
Security is primary functions are getting people on and off the park.
The security force is in charge of getting people in and out of the park safely, including parking and the shuttles.
Make sure they get in safely and coordinated, and when they're ready to leave, get them back out to their cars safely again.
Bag checks are also an important part of the process to keep out unwanted items.
Our biggest concern are like the alcohol and the weapons, but we also have pets that they try to bring in.
Even those weapons you can carry outside of the park.
We know what the Wyoming law says, but under our contract and for the safety of the rest of our customers, we prohibit weapons of any kind.
No big security threats have happened to the park with the willingness and the cooperation of the people coming in.
A lot of times we can joke with them and they're having fun. They're always asking, what are you looking for? And we show them the list and they laugh and go, no, we don't have that.
But we have worked in hand with the police and Homeland Security and CST over the years.
And, of course, a big shout-out to all the volunteers that help out the security team. Well, the Man Up Crusade was at Frontier Days promoting the end of domestic violence. People around the park wore purple to highlight the problem. There was also a pledge being signed promising not to be violent toward a spouse or loved one.
It's kind of let people know that you need to take a stand against domestic violence, that you shouldn't have to worry about going home and being hurt.
The crusade travels the whole country promoting their ideas. A big part of keeping the Cowboys and the animals safe at CFD is to get the bucking broncs and bulls out of the arena, which isn't an easy job. The rescue riders are on constant alert, waiting for the Cowboys to either hit their 8-second mark or get bucked to the ground, which is when they'll get the animal under control and back in the stables.
The thing that we do mostly is we help the riders off the horses, and then the welfare for the stock is a really big thing for us. We have to help the horses out of the arena and make sure everything's safe and sound.
Wanted to share with you a great photo. This is Cheyenne native and Marine Matthew Crawford aboard the amphibious transport dock ship USS Mesa Verde. In his hand, a letter from school children stateside, so definitely a great shot. The 22nd MEU is deployed with the Bataan Amphibious Ready Group as a theater reserve and crisis response force throughout U.S. Central Command and the U.S. 5th Fleet area of responsibility. As always, big shout out to all those who serve and all those who have served our country. Well, the Wyoming Air National Guard will open its doors to the public today. They're located at the 153rd Airlift Wings location. That's on Del Range Boulevard. You'll be able to see lots of cool things like C-130s and a Black Hawk helicopter. To get there, you'll have to walk in or have a handicap sticker. All others will need to take a shuttle bus from the Frontier Mall. Buses run from 8:30 until 2:15. Also going on, brand new exhibit celebrating the Cowboy State's outdoor lifestyles now display at the museum. Art of the Hunt, Wyoming Traditions, features more than 70 hunting and fishing objects by over 50 Wyoming artists. Now, the exhibit has everything from handcrafted bamboo fishing rods and hand-tied flies to engraved firearms and knives.
We're glad to bring these artists to a general public to let people know that there's a lot of this work going on that is assisting in the economy and also in preserving this way of life.
Now, there's going to be an open reception. It's going to be held August 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. The exhibit is on display through June of next year. A local author and fan favorite C.J. Box is going to be at Frontier Days today and Friday to sign copies of his new book, the short story collections Shots Fired. You can find him at the Old West Museum from 3 to 5. If you didn't watch yesterday morning, C.J. broke some news for Joe Pickett fans.
An offer has been made from CMT Viacom for a Joe Pickett scripted one-hour drama I don't know where, how that's all going to work out. These things have happened before. And then there's interest. There's also a deal going with some other characters from a book called The Highway. So there's actually 2 TV deals going on right now.
Now to see CJ's full interview, just hit up our website, kgwn.tv. Right now it's about 6:10. We got a bit of a line forming for pancake breakfast. So if you're at home, get out while you can. Sam,
for your exclusive forecast.
Welcome back. Well, out here on the Depot, seeing some heavier cloud cover this morning. Actually, a little bit humid out here as well. But as we head through the next few hours, going to see those skies start to clear up a bit. And if we take a look at our current conditions right now, seeing temperatures in the lower 60s. So mild weather as you're heading out this morning, and winds are calm. If we take a look at our satellite and radar, we can see not a whole lot going on. Again, we do have those high clouds across the area, but we are going to stay dry through the morning hours. And it won't be until later this afternoon that we'll have to worry about a chance for some storms developing across our area. We can see that here on our futurecast. Again, we'll see clear skies through the morning hours, some increasing clouds as we head towards the afternoon once these skies clear for us now, and then we'll see that chance for some storms start to develop once we get towards the early afternoon hours across the area, and that's when we'll see that chance for some storms to potentially move into our area. And again, could see that chance for some stronger storms today, could see the chance for some large hail and gusty winds as well, and then we'll see the chance for some skies starting to clear up overnight, so not going to worry about the chance for storms tonight, which is good if you're heading out to the concert tonight. Highs today going to be on the warm side once again. We're still talking about temperatures in the 90s today, about 90 degrees for the high here in Cheyenne. A couple degrees cooler to our west, about 86 in Laramie. Much hotter as we head to either east, about 98 today in Scottsbluff and about 95 in Fort Collins. And again, could see that chance for some afternoon thunderstorms across the entire region. Overnight, again, we will see those storms clear up during the evening hours. So by the time you're heading out to the concert, things should be clear. Temperatures will cool down a bit if we do have storms roll through, and we will see some heavier cloud cover, but at least we should stay dry through much of the overnight hours. And then similar to today, Thursday morning will start off dry with some increasing clouds and a chance for some afternoon showers and storms during the day as well. When we take a look at our temperatures for the overnight, seeing milder temperatures tonight. We'll see low temperatures into the 60s again, so very similar to what we've been seeing for the past few nights. A little bit warmer than we normally see for this time of year. We'll have a low of about 58 in Laramie, 64 in Cheyenne, 66 in Scottsbluff, and about 64 down in Fort Collins as well. And again, we will have some heavier cloud cover earlier on with skies turning partly cloudy as we head towards Thursday morning. When we take a look at the next 7 days, we're going to continue to see those above normal temperatures through the middle of our week. Even as we head towards Friday, still seeing temperatures a few degrees warmer than we normally do. Strong storms today, few isolated showers and storms Thursday and Friday. And then we come to the weekend, temperatures going to cool down a bit, so a little bit of relief from the heat. Temperatures into the mid to lower 80s with lots of sunshine out there for us. So it should be a beautiful weekend. Great end to CFD. And then for the beginning of next week, we're still going to see temperatures in the mid 80s, right where we should be for this time of year, with a chance for a few isolated showers and storms on Tuesday. It's going to be hotter as we head to our east. 98 today with that chance for some severe storms. 100 on Thursday with a chance for a few afternoon showers and storms.
Breakfast Birthdays, sponsored by Papa John's.
To wish happy birthday today to the amazing Amanda Heller, Robin Peck, Cody Pingle, and Isaiah McDonald. Also want to wish happy birthday today to our celebrity Woody Harrelson. And our national holiday today is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Perfect holiday since we are seeing those warmer temperatures out there. Definitely going to want to have some ice cream this afternoon as temperatures warm up to about 90 degrees.
Thanks, Sam. It should be National Pancake Day. Quick look behind me. The line is getting bigger despite the clouds, which is good to hear. But I'm now joined by two celebrities. If you've ever seen The Biggest Loser, Season 5, we've got Dan and Jackie Evans. I want to thank you both so much for being here. The reason they're in Cheyenne, middle of August, August 17th, there is a big run walk going on, half marathon along with a 5K. It's sponsored by The Biggest Loser. Dan, this event's taking place all over the country. It's going to be in Casper. Why should people from Cheyenne make the drive up north?
I tell you what, growing up, I never did races. I never even really knew what a 5K half marathon was. The cool thing about The Biggest Loser Run Walk is they're really designed to be an event for everybody. Whether it's your first time, maybe you've never done it before, you've kind of been terrified of the races, you don't want to be last, or you're saying, you know what, I'm ready to go do another one. It's an encouraging environment. You're so supported by people that are like-minded like you, and it's about getting out, joining your family, joining friends, and if not, making new friends, and really doing something, accomplishing something and earning that medal. That's what it's really about.
I love hearing that. So if you want to walk the whole time, you are welcome to walk the whole time. The big thing, just getting out there. That's the big thing, and that's where it all starts. Jackie, I'm wondering from the fun side of it, I've taken a look at some of the videos. Everybody's got smiles on their face. There's medals, there's T-shirts. How fun is this?
You know, it is just a fun event. It's a whole family event. You've got the kids' 1 mile fun run at the end, and it's just the whole idea of these events around the country is to encourage people to get out and get healthy and get active. And so as we bring these events around, we make them a fun time. There's a finish line concert, of course, with Dan's band, which is always a good time. And just, you know, Jackson Carter from season 14 of The Biggest Loser will be there, as well as Dan and myself and a few other people. So it's just a time to get out and say, you know what, I'm about my wellness, I'm about my health, and I'm out here to have a good time today.
So important. In Wyoming, obesity rate this year, 67%. It's a scary statistic. I'll have details on our website on how you can register. But if you've ever seen Biggest Loser, the transformations you go through, I've seen pictures before and after of both you. Just the work you put in, and then you're continuing that work. You're looking great. What's that like?
But you know what? It really is a continued journey. I mean, a lot of times we think of our weight loss, our fitness, our health on this program. I'm going to do it for 6 months and I'll win and I'll be done. But really, it's not. It's a lifelong journey. It's about making long-term decisions. And you know, for us, finding ways to be active. How can I do things that are fun, that keep me engaged, keep me focused on my fitness? And I tell you what, I'm not kidding. Once I started signing up for races, it gave me something to say, you know, I got to get out there. I got to get like a trainer. I got to go hit the block, man. I got to get out there, you know?
Gives you the motivation, gives you the goal. And got to mention, you've driven through Cheyenne before, but this is your first time in Cheyenne, the daddy of them all.
No kidding. We have been to some small rodeos before. We are so excited because we do know this is it. If you're ever going to really go to a rodeo, you've got to say you've been to the one in Cheyenne.
Cannot argue that. And first impressions of Cheyenne?
You know what? It is a beautiful town. We feel very welcomed here. And I tell you what, I feel like I finally see what all the other rodeos are trying to be like. The Mac Daddy.
Exactly. Again, Dan and Jackie Evans from Seasons 5, Biggest Loser. We'll have all the details on the run walk on our website, kgwn.tv. As we get ready to hit break, stick with us. Coming up on the other side, highlights from the rodeo action last night. We'll be right back. Welcome on back now, 6:30. If you're just joining us, we are live from downtown at the depot where the pancake breakfast is going on. We got a decent line going on. It's about 4 blocks. You guys excited for some pancakes? Look at the excitement we got going on here. Love it. Right now, Sam, what would you say, about four blocks long?
It's getting pretty long. Every time I turn around, I feel like it's doubled in size. So we're getting people pretty quickly showing up and starting to smell amazing out here.
Yeah, that's what's getting me is the smell. I can smell the pancakes. I'm starting to drool a little bit. They haven't started serving them yet, so people are getting a little anxious if you can't tell by their faces. But I will say the weather, it's a little gloomy, but it's perfect because it's a bit humid. It's better than the heat. I'm loving it right now.
Yeah, definitely nicer than it being, 90 degrees out here right now. So we're taking heavier cloud cover. Those clouds are going to start to clear up pretty quickly for us, though. We will get a little bit of sunshine. But like you said, cool temperatures out here right now. And if we take a look at our forecast as we head through our day, that is going to change once we get towards the afternoon hours. We are going to see highs in the 90s across the region once again today, with a high of about 90 here in Cheyenne. We will see that sunny skies for much of the morning and afternoon, and then we'll see that chance for some storms start to develop as we head towards the late afternoon, evening hours, and we could see that chance for some large hail and gusty winds. Right now, winds are calm, but we could see a little bit breezy conditions through the rest of our morning with that chance for those stronger winds within the thunderstorms. Overnight, things are going to clear up pretty quickly for us. Temperatures in the mid-60s, so another mild night out there. We'll see mostly cloudy skies turning to partly cloudy as we head through Thursday morning. And then if we take a look at our forecast for Thursday, going to be very similar today. We'll start off with some cloud cover in the morning, skies turning mostly sunny as we head towards the later morning. Then we'll see another chance for some afternoon showers and storms. We won't have to worry about storms being as strong for Thursday, and we'll see temperatures on the hot side once again, warming up to about 92 degrees. So we're going to continue to see those above normal temperatures for the next few days.
Thank you, Samantha. Going on 6:33. For those of you waking up, looking for your local news, on to our headlines. Ron Zimmerman made his first court appearance Tuesday in Laramie County. He's the 61-year-old Wyoming man that officers arrested in connection with the shooting death of his wife, Teresa. He was charged with second-degree murder. The shooting happened Sunday night in the small town of Burns, just east of Cheyenne. According to the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, the shooting began during an argument. They believe alcohol may have contributed to the shooting. Zimmerman is being held on a $100,000 bond as preliminary hearing scheduled for next Thursday, July 31st. Also want to mention the Wyoming State Bar has suspended 3 attorneys from practicing law. The bar says Melinda Godwin of Cheyenne, Lawrence Hartnett of Jackson, and Douglas Gardner of Henderson, Nevada, failed to comply with Rule 4 of the Wyoming Supreme Court for continuing legal education. Rule 4 requires each active attorney to complete a minimum of 15 hours of continual legal education, including legal ethics, each year. Well, the Man Crusade was at Frontier Days promoting the end of domestic violence this week. People around the park wore purple to highlight the problem. There was also a pledge being signed promising not to be violent towards a spouse or loved one.
It's kind of let people know that you need to take a stand against domestic violence, that you shouldn't have to worry about going home and being hurt.
Now, the Man Crusade travels across the country to different rodeos supporting that movement. Also, a big part of keeping the cowboys and the animals safe at CFD is to get the bucking broncs and bulls out of the arena, which is not an easy job. The rescue riders are on constant alert, waiting for the cowboys to either hit their 8-second mark or get bucked to the ground, which is when they'll get the animal under control and back into the stables.
The thing that we do mostly is we help the riders off the horses, and then the welfare for the stock is a really big thing for us. We have to help the horses out of the arena and make sure everything's safe and sound.
Now, in about 3 hours, 9:30 to be exact, the United States Thunderbirds taken to the skies of Cheyenne for the first time since 2012. Those budget cuts, of course, last season kept them grounded. But I got the chance to speak to one of the pilots on Sunday.
We get the opportunity to represent the nearly 700,000 airmen across the globe doing every single mission that the Air Force is capable of.
The Thunderbirds are considered the face of the Air Force.
And we get to go out and tell the stories of all the people that are out there doing this mission day in and day out.
Their first public performance 61 years ago, right here in Cheyenne.
And it is the only site that we have gone to every single year, except last year during budget sequester.
Despite the fact that Cheyenne is one of the most difficult shows to fly.
And we're at about 6,000 feet of elevation, just standing right here. These aircraft are extremely high-performance airplanes, but as you go up in altitude, that engine it struggles to perform quite as well as it can at sea level.
But as shown in the past, these F-16s and pilots get the job done.
That airframe is also designed to pull anywhere from positive 9.3 Gs to negative 3 Gs.
Gs that Denver Bronco Wes Welker experienced firsthand over the weekend.
You definitely had respect for him before, but now it's just like it's through the roof of what they go through and what they do.
Not everyone gets the chance to sit in the cockpit, but there's a feeling Major Curtis Dougherty hopes you do experience.
Personally, I hope you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, and everybody knows it. It's that last note of the national anthem, proud of being part of the greatest nation of free people in the world.
Reporting in Cheyenne, Anthony Keith, CBS News Channel 5. Now, here's something interesting I didn't know till this year. Look for the number 5 jet of the team. The 5 is actually painted upside down on the jet because that's the lead solo flyer. He or she spends most of her time upside down. So when you're looking, if you got binoculars, check that out. Little fun tidbit. But now we're going to take a quick look at the upcoming schedule for CFD today. Of course, at 7 a.m., just a bit, we've got the pancake breakfast. That's how you're going to want to start your day. It's a little gloomy, but perfect conditions, not too hot. 9:30, we got the Air Force Thunderbirds, as we just showed. At 12:15, the PRCA Rodeo. Then at 8 tonight, we've got your night entertainment Florida-Georgia line with special guest Colt Ford. All going on throughout the day. You can check our website, kgwn.tv, for more details. But hey, we're about to hit break. Coming up in just a bit, we got a little bit of history on the pancake breakfast and why it's so important we do it. We'll be right back.
This morning's weather brought to you by Brakes Plus.
Welcome back. If you're planning on heading out to the depot for the pancake breakfast, don't let those cloudy skies stop you. We are seeing a little bit heavier cloud cover right now. It is feeling pretty damp out here, almost like a light mist, but things are going to clear up pretty quick. Not even seeing things on the radar showing any rain, and we are going to see lots of sunshine as we head towards the afternoon hours with another chance for some afternoon showers and storms. Highs today also going to be on the warmer side. If we take a look at our almanac, going to see normal temperatures about 84 degrees for this time of year. Today's high going to be about 90, so still seeing temperatures about 6 degrees warmer today, and we're going to continue to see temperatures in the 90s as we head through the middle of our week. We'll take a look at our current temperatures, seeing temperatures in the 60s, so still seeing mild temperatures, about 62 degrees right now in Cheyenne, 57 in Laramie, 68 in Scottsbluff, and about 63 down in Fort Collins. We are seeing fairly calm winds, just a slight breeze out there, and we could see some breezy conditions for the afternoon. And again, that chance for some gusty winds with chance for some thunderstorms developing later on today. If we look at our satellite and radar, again, mentioned that heavier cloud cover over the area right now. We are seeing some damp conditions out here, but not showing any rain on the radar. We won't have to worry about that chance for showers and storms really developing until the afternoon hours, until the late afternoon, really, for us here in Cheyenne as the storms start to pass through our region. If we take a look at our hourly forecast, we can see mostly sunny skies once the skies start to clear up as we head through the rest of our morning. About 90 degrees for the afternoon with that chance for storms later on today.
Thank you, Sam. In my professional opinion, it is perfect pancake eating weather. That's why I'm joined by the pancake chair himself, Dan Kirby. It's your first year, Dan. Monday, I know, was a great turnout. Looking around, it's a great turnout today. How excited are you for the pancake breakfast this year?
Oh, we're very excited. We have a lot of people that help out here, and it's just get ready, and we're just ready to go.
That's exactly. So many volunteers that help. What do you have to say about the volunteers? And for people in the community that might be interested in helping out next year, how would they go about doing that?
Well, they can contact anybody in Kiwanis. We have over 200 Kiwanians that actually participate in the breakfast, and we have over 300 in the club. So they can contact any of us and volunteer. Or call the chairman. I get all the calls. So
there you go. It's such a great club. Helps out with so many different organizations around the community. That's the beauty of it. I'll have the details on our website, KGWN.TV, on how you can volunteer, help out. But there is a true purpose behind these pancake breakfasts, not just for fun. What's the real reason?
The real reason is for disaster preparedness. If there's a catastrophic event that happens that we need to feed 50,000 people, then we can set up and we can do that.
That's exactly right. But it's also fun. So we got a couple of volunteers with us right now. We're going to have them walk in behind us here. My favorite part of the pancake breakfast is the skills that the volunteers get to show off. So if you can flip some pancakes while I throw out some interesting stats to everybody. So we've got your name?
Rebecca Granbeck.
Rebecca, and then your name?
James.
James? All right, James, the catcher, you're the tosser, and we're going to have Dan hold the pancakes. So check this out. While they're tossing, I'm going to throw out some interesting facts. Get this, the records. The records for pancakes served was back in 1996. It was a feeding frenzy. 16,897 people were served one day. Throughout the week, 39,111 people enjoyed a free breakfast. That almost hit 40,000. Now this week, about 100,000 flapjacks are going to be served up, 5,000 pounds of pancake mix, 3,000 pounds, almost 3,000 pounds of ham, and 9,200 cartons of milk, 520 gallons of coffee. But we're running out of pancakes here. It's getting close to the end. Impressive. She's over the shoulder, not even looking. Last pancake. Can she do it? Oh, that's okay. Again, big shout out to all the volunteers that come out here and make this possible. Nice skills. Only missed 3 out of about, if that was 3-point range, you are right there with the pros. So great stuff. Dan, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Get out here. It starts at 7, but it looks like they're going to get serving pretty soon. Then, of course, on Friday if you can't make it today. But as we get ready to break, stick with us. Coming up on the other side, we got your entertainment news, plus a look at the legend of Steamboat the Horse. Now about 6:46 if you're just joining us live from the downtown depot. The band has started playing. Pancakes aren't being served yet, and I'll tell you one thing about the line. It is stretching to the point where I cannot see the end of it, but a little note, it moves really fast, so don't be afraid of getting out here. The official serving starts at 7, but there's plenty of coffee and milk out here. On to some interesting entertainment news at the pancake breakfast. One thing I can't find, not too much OJ. It seems fewer Americans are having a glass of orange juice at breakfast. A report published this week by the Florida Department of Citrus found OJ sales have hit their lowest level in 12 years. According to the Wall Street Journal, Americans bought just over 36 million gallons of orange juice in the 4-week period ending in July, but sounds like a lot. Actually down 8% from a year earlier. Journal says analysts blame high prices and a greater variety of fruit juice choices at the supermarket. On a brighter note, though, whipping up a PB&J sandwich may not cost you as much as before. All the fixings for peanut butter and jelly are cheaper now thanks to inflation. According to the Consumer Price Index, white bread prices have fallen 2.8% over the last year. Prices for canned fruit, which includes jelly, have fallen 0.7%, and peanut butter costs 3.8% 50% less than it did last year. So if you prefer crunchy or creamy, I myself, Crunchy Man, the National Peanut Board Farmer Funder Research Group says women and children tend to like the creamy stuff. Men prefer a crunchier spread. The group estimates the average child will eat 1,500 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before graduation from high school. Here's the definition of irony. A memorial tree dedicated to the beloved guitarist of the Beatles has died after an attack by real beetles. This is all that's left of the George Harrison Memorial Tree at Griffith Park in Los Angeles. It was cut down last month after an inflation of bark beetles. The original Japanese black pine tree was planted in 2003, 2 years after the performer known as the Quiet Beetle died of cancer. City officials hope to plant the new tree come November. Chances are in Cheyenne, you won't have a problem with a bear getting into your trash. Out to the south of us in Boulder, Colorado City's council making a big push for bear-resistant trash cans. But there's only one way to know if they work, and that's to test them. Exactly what this guy is doing right here. TV cameras got up and close and personal at this testing facility here in Wyoming at Yellowstone National Park. As you can see, the bears, they just can't seem to crack this nut. But gonna go out of the entertainment news and into breakfast birthdays.
Breakfast birthdays, sponsored by Papa John's.
Very happy birthday today to the amazing Amanda Heller, Robin, Cody, Isaiah, along with Woody Harrelson. As for the national holiday today, it's also National Hot Dog Day, but according to StudentBeans.com, it's National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. It should be National Pancake Day because we got the pancake breakfast going on. But if you got a birthday you'd like to submit to us, email us birthdays@kgwn.tv. But now I'm going to send it on over to Sam for this gloomy Wednesday morning.
Yeah, definitely not the nicest morning we've had this week, and unfortunately for the afternoon, could see some showers and storms as well. So not the greatest day out here of the week by far, but if we take a look at our current conditions, seeing temperatures in the lower 60s, so still mild temperatures for this morning. We are seeing that heavier cloud cover though, and some humid conditions, but things will clear up a bit for us for the rest of the morning, and then we'll see that chance for some storms approach the Cheyenne area as we head through the afternoon. If we take a look at our satellite radar, we can see we are seeing some heavier cloud cover across our area now, but not seeing any rain showers out there. We are going to stay dry until we hit about the afternoon hours across the region, and we can see that better here on our futurecast. Again, we are seeing some heavier cloud cover this morning. Things will clear up a bit as we head through the rest of our morning hours, and then once we get towards about the noon hours, when we'll start to see that chance for some storms start to fire up off to our west, and then for the late afternoon, evening hours, those storms will start to make their way towards us here in Cheyenne. Good news is, though, things look to clear up by the time we get to about 7, 8 o'clock, so should be dry up in time for the concert tonight. Highs today, though, going to be on the hot side once again, so even though we are seeing this cloud cover this morning, still going to see temperatures warming up to about 90 degrees here in Cheyenne this afternoon. 86 for the high in Laramie, 98 in Scottsbluff today, and about 95 down in Fort Collins. Overnight, if we look at our futurecast, we'll see those storms again going to come to an end pretty quickly for us, so we'll see mostly dry conditions through much of the overnight hours. Going to see mostly cloudy skies for the beginning of the overnight, turning partly cloudy as we head towards Thursday morning. And like today, very similar conditions for Thursday. We'll see temperatures in the 90s once again today, with that chance for some isolated showers and storms developing in the afternoon. But for today, those storms do have the potential to be on the stronger side. Could see the chance for some large hail and gusty winds. And temperatures tonight, though, going to be in the 60s, so another mild night for us. About 64 for the low tonight in Cheyenne, 58 tonight in Laramie, 66 in Scottsbluff, and about 64 in Fort Collins. So very similar conditions for the overnight is what we've been seeing for the past few nights. And then we take a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, 90 today, 92 on Thursday. Chance for some strong storms this afternoon, isolated showers and storms Thursday and Friday. And we'll see temperatures in the mid to low 80s for the weekend with dry conditions. So looks to be a beautiful weekend ahead for us.
Thank you, Sam. Now 6:52, and as you can tell behind me, more people are filing in. I see pancakes flying. I think they're getting ready to serve, so they might start a little bit early. But I want to mention, every year that Cheyenne Frontier Days goes on, there's a chance for a legend to be born, whether that's a cowboy or an animal. I want to share with you a story of what I believe to be the original legend. A legendary horse.
He was one of those larger-than-life rodeo characters.
With an unforgettable story.
One of the greatest championship rides that has ever taken place here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. The shootout between Clayton Danks, a legendary cowboy, and the legendary and unrideable Steamboat.
an animal that all cowboys respected from 1903 to 1912.
He was one of the toughest and most feared animals in the entire rodeo world.
The best cowboys of the day rode Steamboat.
And few were able to hold on.
He would go up really fast and he'd come down just like a pile driver.
His life and death well documented. What can't be proven is the location of his grave.
But then the mystery starts. Where did Steamboat go?
Now, there's a lot of people out there that believe that Steamboat's final resting grounds right here on Frontier Park grounds in front of Bucking Chute 9. However, there's no hard evidence to prove that.
If you ask people here at Cheyenne Frontier Days, yes, he eventually came up to be buried here on the grounds. But there's no corroboration for that story.
Many believe he's the bucking horse under the rider representing the cowboy state.
We can't say Steamboat is the horse on the license plate, but those of us who live and love Wyoming, we say, yeah, that's Steamboat.
Some reality, some legend, all Wyoming.
So we keep watching and we keep waiting to see which one of these animals will become the next legendary tough fighter.
Reporting from Frontier Park, Anthony Keith, CBS News Channel 5. To learn more about Steamboat, you can always hit up the Old West Museum. Sam, I learned so much going to the Wyoming archives. I mean, even little details I couldn't mention in the piece, like they used outlaw Tom Horn's old pistol to put down the horse's gun.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, the legend, it really is. So much of it is fact, some of it's the fun stuff, but it's all Wyoming. I will say, again, you just look back, pancake line.
It's crazy how many people are showed up. It started off pretty slow when we got here. There was maybe 10 people online, and now you can't see the end of it.
I think it's because of the weather, because it's perfect temperature.
Cooler, yeah. Great temperatures, eat some pancakes.
Exactly. Well, get on out here again. It starts at 7. If you can't make it today, hit it up Friday. But we're going to hit break. Coming up in 2.5 minutes, we got a final look at your weather, and we got that answer to the riddle I know so many of you are waiting for. Welcome on back. Now about 6:57. We'll get to the reason why the horse is behind us in just a second. First, I'm going to let you take it away weather-wise.
Yeah, we are seeing that heavier cloud cover still, but again, we mentioned temperatures feeling perfect out here. Right now it feels about 62 degrees here in Cheyenne. Perfect temperatures for eating some pancakes. 57 in Laramie, 69 in Scottsbluff, so warming up a little bit faster to our east, but we're not seeing that heavier cloud cover there, and about 63 in Fort Collins. We take a look at our hourly forecast as we're heading through the day in Cheyenne. Skies are going to clear up for the rest of our morning. So we are going to start to see some sunshine here for us. Temperatures warming up to about 90 degrees this afternoon, so another very hot afternoon for us. And then as we get towards the afternoon hours, could see that chance for some stronger storms as temperatures fall down into the 80s.
All right, thank you, Sam. Instead of the top 5 things you need to know as you head out the door, here's a look at the CFD schedule. The USA Thunderbirds, of course, at 9:30. Pancake breakfast going on right now. It's starting right now. They're ringing the triangle at 12:15 PRCA Rodeo. 8 p.m. tonight, your nighttime entertainment. Florida Georgia Line with special guest Colt Ford.
Next on CBS this morning, new intelligence on Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. Original reporting from David Martin at the Pentagon. Plus, crisis in the Middle East. The FAA bans U.S. airlines from flying to Tel Aviv as the Israel-Gaza conflict continues.
And another big blow to Obamacare. Jan Crawford on what a recent ruling means for the law. But looking back at today's riddle, if you didn't see it earlier, how could a cowboy ride into town on Friday, stay 2 days, and ride out on Friday? Sam, you know the answer to it.
Yes, because his horse's name was Friday.
His horse's name was Friday, and that's the reason why we brought over this horse here with Montana Silversmith. So this is just one piece of all the fun stuff that's going around with the pancake breakfast. The bell has been rung. People are starting to be fed. The line is starting to move, and it goes by fast.
Yeah, it smells so good out here.
This horse is ready for some pancakes. We need to get him some pancakes, but thanks for waking up with us. We'll be with you tomorrow, same time, different place, back in studio.
News with